This Florian Wirtz saga is proving to me that Arne Slot is the key to everything Liverpool are doing and will do in the future. I'm going to break this down for you because, as you've seen, there are massive amounts of connections with Florian Wirtz coming to Liverpool. In fact, it's almost certain at this point. I'm not going to say it's certain because it's not done yet, but Florian Wirtz wants Liverpool. The player himself wants Liverpool because of Arne Slot. Here's what we know. Kicker report that a conversation by Kicker is Leverkusen's kind of propaganda wing, if you will. Kicker reports that a conversation between Arne Slot and Florian Wirtz was the decisive factor in Wirtz preferring a move to Liverpool over Bayern Munich. Let me just tell you how big of a deal this is. German players, they want to go play for Bayern Munich. That's how it's always been. And then you insert Arne Slot, who got into Florian Wirtz's head and basically said, I want you at Liverpool. Here's my plan. Here's what I'm going to do with you. And Wirtz was like, oh my goodness, I want it. I want to come. I want to come to Liverpool. Here's some more. This is incredible. Wirtz felt underwhelmed and confused when he spoke to Vincent Kompany, Bayern Munich's manager. The Bayern manager couldn't present him with a clear tactical plan. I bet you that Vincent Kompany walked into this meeting with Wirtz and said, welcome home, man. Welcome home. Hey, we want you here. You know, this is going to be great. And, you know, you're one of the best young players in the world and you belong at Bayern Munich. And Wirtz was probably like, okay, cool. So, like, what's the plan? And Kompany was like, dude, you're the plan. Bro, you're the plan, man. Let's go. Let's get this going. And Wirtz was like, but what is the plan? Like, what's the strategy? And Kompany was like, well, like, you know, like you're going to start and play for Bayern and we're just going to win. And he was like, oh, okay, that's your plan. And then he got on the phone with Arne Slot, and Slot was like, here's a slideshow. Here's 60 minutes of strategy for you. So Florian was not at all impressed with Bayern's training facilities, which have been not have been renewed in 30 years. And then the board could not give him any information about a planned upgrade. In fact, they said it was on hold. In comparison, Liverpool's new and modern training complex made a completely different impression, showing him the club is structurally ready for the future. And by the way, these attributes that we knew last summer about Arne Slot from his time at Feyenoord and previous. He's an excellent communicator. He is honest in everything that he says and does. And we know that even when the news is not great, when he has to say, you know, negative things, we saw that with him and Trent. He's a tactical genius. Arne Slot is a tactical genius. He can walk into a room and analyze football in just like that and just give you his plan. He always has a plan. Arne Slot is a forward thinker and he thinks on his feet. There's always a plan. And he's humble through success, right? And he's going to be honest about that. And he only wants to win. Arne Slot only wants to win. He is the type of manager to say, I'm going to come in, I'm going to work with what you have right now, Liverpool. By the way, great squad. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win the Premier League. And he did, right? He did a lot. And a lot of fans were like, you need to rotate, you need to rotate, you need to rotate. Arne Slot knew that he could not rotate if he wanted to win the Premier League. So he only wants to win, and he's going to do exactly what is needed to win. And by the way, he builds sustainably. So Arne Slot is cool, calm, collected, and you just get the sense that the way that he manages, the way that he has his team set up, he's going to do things that are sustainable. Maybe he's learned a few lessons from Jurgen Klopp and how he kind of burned out. And now we know that players want to play for Arne Slot. We knew that before, but now at the biggest stage for Liverpool Football Club, players want to come. This is a Ballon d'Or level talent that Liverpool are about to bring in. Florian Wirtz is just absolutely an incredible talent. Liverpool, by the way, Liverpool have just won the league, and now they are going to immediately strengthen. By the way, this hasn't happened for Liverpool before. When Liverpool won the Champions League, when they won the Premier League, FSG and Liverpool's board did nothing. They basically just did nothing. They're like, we're good enough. We just won a trophy. Why do we need to spend more? And now somehow, Arne Slot, Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, they've convinced FSG that now is the time to spend. And they're doing it. And so to bring in a player like Florian Wirtz, Arne Slot is the key. And what an important signing that Richard Hughes orchestrated last summer, pulling Arne Slot out of a hat when everyone was focused on Xabi Alonso, when everyone was focused on Ruben Amorim. Wow, what a bullet we dodged there. And now you've got this guy who's not only a genius, but flexible. He can work with anything you give him. What a dangerous combination. And now he's convincing world-class talent to come to Liverpool. Something that Liverpool they've struggled with in the past, to be honest. They've struggled with. So, dangerous combination, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.